All right, so here is the first ever fully electric 72 volt pit bike from Electro & Co. I'll leave a link below if at any time in the video you want to check this thing out. This thing's awesome. I just got it in. As you saw, I got it put together. It only took me like 20 minutes to get it fully assembled, ready to go. So this is, like I said, a 72 volt upgraded Razor Ultimate. You can build yourself with their kit. This will be your best option right now if you're looking for an electric pit bike. It's totally different from, like, say, a Suron or something like that, like a CRF 110 but pit bike version. It puts out a true 5,000 watts, which is crazy for this like small platform. I'm stoked to try it out here in a minute. And with the 72 volt kit that I have right here, it'll do about 32 to 35 or 45 plus with like a different front sprocket with a 14 tooth front sprocket if you change it out. So if you want more top speed, you can easily swap that out. Or if you still want to have that torque, you can run this setup and still go about 35, which is more than enough for this thing, I think. And then the most common question, how long does the battery last? They're claiming about 2 to 4 hours with that's on the throttle, like rolling pretty good, I'd say, like more than enough time. We're gonna put that to the full test, see how long the battery lasts, see how the power is, and then in future videos compare it to the Suron and some other e-bikes, see how this thing compares to all of them. So this thing turned on, I think these 2 buttons, it has a fan option, so you don't have to worry about the motor getting hot. I don't think I'm gonna run that today. It's still pretty cold, so it should be okay. And then it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is turn it on right here, turn it on down here, and then you have 3 different power modes, 1, 2, and 3. Probably start out in 1, move up to 3, and see what the different modes do and how they feel. So also comes with some really solid disc brakes, really good front forks, so you're not going to have a problem jumping it. And then it's got a solid rear shock, D&M rear shock. It's the same thing as what comes on a Suron. Pretty beefy for a little platform, and it should be able to handle a lot of stuff. So let's go test this thing out, see how it does. Have a little fun on this thing. So if you're new and you want to see videos on this thing, comparing it to some other e-bikes, make sure you're subscribed right now. Curious to see how it does stacked up to the Suron, and we'll compare these back to back. Can't really compare it to a modded, but stock Suron to that thing, we'll definitely be able to see the difference. All right, got this thing loaded up, good to go. It's so light lifting it into the truck. You could just lift up the whole thing in one and throw it in the back of the truck. So small, you can probably fit it in like the back of a car too. If the truck was full, I bet I could fit it in the back seat if I had to. Should be good to go. It's actually a nice day today. Surprisingly, it's been 20 degrees for the past couple days over Christmas, but we got like a 50-degree day randomly. I'm not gonna complain about it. But before I head out so I can find a new riding spot to be able to test this thing out, I'm gonna pull out my Onyx off-road app right here. Once it gets loaded up, I'm gonna look around the map and try and find a new cool place to ride. I talked about Onyx off-road in a couple videos, and basically their app allows you to move around, kind of find new riding places. It's actually super easy to use. And they have like a 7-day free trial so you can try it out before you commit to anything. You can move around on the app right here. The little pinpoints mark different riding spots that people have been to. And then once you click on the actual riding spot, it comes up with riding spots close to that. So say you go to the first one, you can bounce to the next one. So if you guys want to check out Onyx Off-Road, you can use my code Tyler20 if you want to get 20% off your membership. Hook you guys up a little bit if you want to check that out. I found a spot here and I'll get driving here. Before I load up, let's give it a little test around the house, see what I'm getting myself into before I head somewhere. Crank this thing on, boom, boom. This is awesome. Oh, light, I can like bunny hop it almost. This thing's awesome. For torquey, even in mode 1. All right, we'll bump up to 2. Thing just wants to wheelie up on me. All right, let's bump it up to 3. Woo! Oh, this thing rips. Brakes work so good. Just I could. Woo, I'm gonna loop this thing out. It's way faster than a Suron. This thing's getting the full brake in right now. It's all icy. Woo. This thing is. See how this thing does on a little off-road. Oh my god. It's got so much more power than I thought it would. Nice way to break it in. Dive the front end. Nice. Alright, we're good. Right off the start. Woo. Gotta be careful, it's icy. Wish I had some jumps to test this thing out on, or some pit bike track. Once it dries up, I can go hit the dirt jumps probably. More than capable. all everywhere, so I'm kind of limited on where I can go right now, unfortunately. This is just a little test run anyway. This isn't a full, this isn't a review, I guess. So I can feel it out before I bring it somewhere far. And I know what I'm getting myself into. But right off the start, the suspension's really good. The rear shock, definitely better. It's almost like a beefed up mod pit bike. Like once you get all the good parts on it, that's how this thing feels. Get a little turn track going in here. Oh man, I'm not trying to go down again. Woo. Uh-oh, foot peg came up. We're good. I can't even get on it, tire's just spinning. Oh man. Woo. Impressed with this thing. Very impressed. It rips. Alright, we're good. There's no better way than to break it in the mud and snow. Hope we don't break through this stuff. I'm just gonna try and go up that, but I'm not coming into this fast on ice and slide into that. I could feel this breaking underneath me. Woo. Down it though. Go right down this way. Woo. Woo. Oh, breaking through. Woo. I can't believe how much power this thing has. All right, let's go take it on the street and see if I can wheelie this thing the same as some other bikes. There we go. So much touch here because it's smaller. I got it. It always takes some time to get used to these throttles. They're so sensitive. You gotta really barely touch it. We got it. Chasing it. This thing is a blast. I know I keep saying it, but I genuinely am having fun on this thing right now. There we go, we got it. Keep it going. Oh. Highly recommend looking into this thing. Electro & Co, like I said, it'll be linked down below in the description if you want to check out the kit. Build yourself one. Not crazy expensive. You can get into this for relatively cheap and have yourself a full electric pit bike to be able to rip around. Nobody's gonna bat an eye. You can ride wherever you want, whenever you want. So that's a quick little intro to this thing. Thank you to Electro & Co. Like I said, subscribe if you're new. Throw a like on this video if you're pumped to see more videos on this thing. I have a bunch of stuff in the works as far as electric goes. Some really cool things coming soon. Something you guys wouldn't expect from me. Gonna make for some really cool videos coming this spring. Thanks to Electro & Co. And look out for those, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.